Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis planned super fight has been scrapped with mere days left before fight night. No formal explanation has come from Netflix or Most Valuable Promotions. Yet, this comes right after Most Valuable Promotions announced they were probing claims stemming from a fresh civil trial against Davis. Fans who bought tickets will receive automatic refunds via their original purchase point within 14 to 21 days. Paul's camp has reportedly started contacting backup fighters, including Nate Diaz, Francis Ngannou, and Ryan Garcia. Garcia is unavailable, and now Ngannou has officially pulled himself out of the running. Speaking to TMZ, Ngannou said, "Yeah, Nakisa hit me up the other day, saying they needed a sub for Gervonta. After hearing it, I didn't get it. I was totally lost. Wasn't expecting that at all." He laughs, shaking his head. "I'm like, nah, bro. Come on. Don't disrespect me like that." They even followed up with, "What if the money's right?" I told them, "It ain't about the cash. If it was, we could have talked. I'd have said so. I'm just not into it. Doesn't add up for me. Not where my head's at." How do you jump from Gervonta Davis to Francis Ngannou? Gervonta's an elite boxer, a one-punch KO machine, but seriously, they're worlds apart in every way, and it makes zero sense right now. For me to step in? Absolute nonsense. Sean O'Malley admits he used to binge Conor McGregor.
Conor's such a character. We forget. We're going to be looking back in 20 years when it's all said and done and everyone's a little bit older. We're going to look back like, damn, we got to witness Conor era. He was a fucking freak.
What do you think about promoter Conor era? You've seen that? You saw that one with where he's throwing it?
Bro, I watch those on repeat sometimes. I'll watch him promote bare knuckle BKFC and then I'll rewatch it.
I thought that shit was so stupid when he was talking to who's that? I don't know, the two guys that fought for the
Mike Perry and Jeremy Simmons.
And when the way he was talking, I just thought he sounded so dumb. Conor?
Oh, I was jealous. I'm like, I wish I could talk like that. You know, he just went, BKFC is the baddest sport alive.
Yeah.
Like that shit? You don't like it?
No, it's not that. It's what he was saying. I can't remember what the fuck he said to him.
If he loses, you out. I thought it was all just fucking gangster.
Or something about whoever won them, they had to fight Conor, the real boss, or some shit. I just thought it was dumb because he's not going to do it. That's what I thought. I was like, why it just sounded dumb?
I don't know. It gets me excited to think. The possibilities, man. The possibilities.
Press conferences. Sean has flat out labeled himself a Conor wannabe. On a fresh episode of the Bro Ollie podcast, the ex-bantamweight king confessed he'd replay McGregor's pressers on loop, dreaming he could spit bars like Conor. There's a golden chance for Islam Makhachev to escape Khabib Nurmagomedov's shadow.
I love to hear it for him. He earned this the hard way. He cleaned out a division, maybe the hardest division in the sport. He's moved to another division. This is what it's all about. And not to mention, it's something he will never discuss. But if you don't always want to be the heir apparent to King Khabib's throne, you gotta do something that Khabib didn't do. And this is his opportunity. And I know inside that's not his motivation. He is not trying to show up Khabib. But I am just suggesting at some point his grandkids are going to look back on his career and they will now have something they can turn to that is different than Uncle Khabib.
Yeah, he said that the other day. Somebody asked him, like, well, it doesn't matter for you. He goes, what a stupid question. He goes, Khabib's my brother. He goes, I don't want to do anything better than him. He goes, we do this together. But this is for my legacy. And right now, Islam's on the verge of legacy.
On the latest Good Guy / Bad Guy show, Chael Sonnen explained that if Makhachev snatches the welterweight belt, it'll cement his own legend and finally silence fans who drop Khabib's name every time Islam's mentioned. Islam's coach has dropped fresh intel on Makhachev.
You know, Ankalaev did not train for almost 40 days for this fight. He come from Dagestan with a messed up ribs, and he sparred 3 times. Every time we have to stop the sparring, UFC was know about it. He was getting injection, he was getting cortisone, he was getting stem cell. The only thing he did for 40 days, run, jump rope, and hit mitts, and do conditioning. He barely did any sparring. He did 0 wrestling, 0 grappling. And, you know, I hope the UFC will appreciate what he done for them. to keep the main event going on.
Ever discussion of him maybe not fighting because he was so injured?
I was begging him not to fight, but he did not listen to me.
And Khabib's injury heading into UFC 320. Per Abdulmanap, Islam couldn't train properly for almost 40 days pre-fight, restricted to jogging and pad work only. Ilia Topuria. Once again flexed his savage grappling skills. In a new social media clip, the lightweight champ tapped his sparring partner in under 30 seconds flat. Khalil Roundtree is grinding hard in Bangkok, Thailand. The UFC title challenger was recently filmed sparring with pound-for-pound kickboxing number 5 Super Bonbanchamek during his trip. The UFC has released a statement about a fight involving Isaac Dulgarian. This past Saturday at UFC Vegas 110, betting lines swung wildly right before he entered the cage, where he got submitted by Yair Delva in round 1. The drama started when Dulgarian opened as a massive favorite across every major book, but odds flipped as the card unfolded. Though he still closed favored, his line crashed, and some books even yanked first-round finish props. Now, the UFC confirms an active probe after Dulgarian was reportedly cut from the roster just 24 hours post-fight. The statement reads, "Like many pro sports leagues, UFC partners with an independent betting integrity service to track wagering on our events. Our partner, IC360, monitors every UFC card and is conducting a full review of the facts around the Dulgarian vs. Delva matchup on Saturday, November 1st. We treat these claims with utmost gravity, and alongside fighter health and safety, nothing matters more than the sport's integrity." Ariel Helwani confirms
This is not an isolated incident. And what I mean by that is, I have talked to multiple people who have either experienced or know of others who experience situations where they have been approached about their willingness to do something like this. So I have been told by multiple people that they have been approached, they have been talked to and said, "Are you interested in this? Are you interested in throwing a fight for X amount of dollars?" Believe that's what happened with Darrick Minner, and all signs right now are pointing to something of that sort happening here. This is a massive issue for the UFC. And when you consider, now I haven't been told this part that I'm about to say, but when you consider the questionable refereeing as of late, you can't help, I said this last week, you can't help but let your mind go there as well, because there's no other possible explanation for some of the wacky stuff that we have seen as of late. And it's very easy to do. It's extremely easy to do. We've seen it. We've now seen it in broad daylight multiple times.
UFC fighters are being offered cash to throw bouts. Helwani later spilled on his MMA Hour that sources told him fighters are getting pitched to tank fights for payouts. Since then, multiple UFC athletes have stepped up, verifying they've been approached. 11-fight UFC vet Vince Morales admitted it happened to him. He tweeted, "All this fight throwing talk is wild. I've been offered to do it, and it's not something I could sleep with, even though I lost the damn fight anyway." When a fan asked the figure, Morales fired back, "Pennies for the risk, $70K. Strawweight Vanessa Demopoulos also spoke out, tweeting, "Yeah, people have asked me to throw fights too. My integrity won't bend. We've dedicated our lives to mastering this craft and honoring the game. Can't fathom selling morals like that." UFC vet Lando Van Atta piled on, sharing his story. "Fair. I've been hit up 7 times to dive. My record proves my honor." What do you lot make of fighters going public about throw fight offers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Here are the top 3 memes sweeping the web. Number 3 comes from Fight Sport Focus. Number 2 is courtesy of Will Bushanon. And the number 1 meme is posted by Photocinom. Cheers for tuning in, lads. If you love the update, smash that like button and subscribe to keep locked on the freshest MMA news.